Hello, I'm Joiko, the JOJO Maniac. Today, I will tell you about the sequel, the second story following the summary of the first story. Explained before. There seems to be people who has read from the third story because they want to see stand battles, but the second story that was noted to in the questionnaire before is popular. Those who have not read the story and those who want to review it, please watch the video until the end. So, let's watch together. Prologue. The story is 50 years after the first story. Speedrun Gang, who fought Dio with Jonathan in the first story, has discovered oil and become a Noro king after the tough fight with Dio. The second story begins from when his foundation discovers a lot of stone masks in Mexico. He asks a Ripple user Strayo, who appeared in the first story, to destroy the Pillar Man, which is a creature like a sculpture, and carved in the pillar into the sides, but he is betrayed by Strayo and gets injured. After that, he runs away in mystery. Then, the spotlight is focused on Jonathan Joestar's grandson Joseph Joestar, who has immigrated to New York with Rena. Even though Joestar looks exactly alike to Jonathan and his personality is frisky and very insensitive, he cherishes Rena grandma and Speedrun as the family. He is a Ripple user by nature and saves Smokey, who is segregated by the police because of an African American with his Ripple in the street. A fight with Strayo. Strayo, who has gotten younger, appears in front of Joseph. He used to fight the vampires with Jonathan, but he has become a vampire by using the stone mask for fear of becoming old, and comes to kill Joseph, who will be the enemy against him. Joseph has still been inexperienced as a Ripple user, but he kills Strayo by using his favorite tricky tactics. Strayo says with the last breath that Speedrun is alive and ends his life. The JOJO'S group goes to Mexico to save Speedrun. Awakening of the Pillar Man. On the other hand, Speedrun has been taken into custody by an Oxymajor, Stroheim. Strayo had retrieved the Pillar Man, so Stroheim interrogates Speedrun to awaken. Then, the Pillar Man is gotten to absorb human's blood and finally wake up. Stroheim names the Pillar Man Santana and puts him to several tests. Santana eats vampires, and it finds out that he has extremely higher intellectual power and physical ability than human, and a long lifespan. However, it is too late, so he escapes from the laboratory. There is a panic in the laboratory. At this time, Joseph appears to save Speedrun, and the fight starts. Stroheim gives his life as a sacrifice, and they find a breakthrough. Then they defeat Santana by succeeding in letting the sunshine in. They consider the case closed, but Nazi's investigation shows that there are 3 Pillar Men other than Santana. According to the prediction of the wall painting, the time they wake up is this year. Speedrun and Joseph go to Rome to defeat the Pillar Man. Awakening of Chaos, SE and Mamu. The group should have defeated them before waking up. It is a pity. 3 Pillar Men, Chaos, SE and Mamu, wake up on the underground of the Colosseum. They are looking for the red stone of fire that makes them gotten rid of the sun and become ultimate life. An encounter with Caesar. When Joseph's group arrives at Rome, they meet a man, Caesar Zeppi. He is an expert Ripple user who is the grandson of Villa Zeppi, who is Jonathan's teacher. But Caesar looks down on Joseph for help, and Joseph also does not get along with Caesar for picking up. Joseph goes along with Caesar's group reluctantly, and they head for the underground of the Colosseum in which the Pillar Men hide. However, they challenge 3 Pillar Men who have already woken up to fight and get defeated. Even though their lives are in danger, Joseph proclaims, "I could possibly be even stronger than you in a month's time, and can get away." However, he has to fight Mamu and Essie. Joseph has to win the battle against them and get the antidote within 33 days because they are implanting the poison-filled rings into his heart and throat to prevent him from escaping. A training of Ripple. After that, Joseph and Caesar decide to start their training of Ripple in full swing. They go to Venice to meet Lisa, who is the teacher of Caesar. Their levels of Ripple improve a whole lot after the hell-like training. A fight with Essie. As the final test of the training, when Joseph goes to the fighting arena to fight Loggins has been lifeless. Essie surprisingly attacks before the day they promised. Essie is the tough enemy, who controls flame mode that carries his blood vessel in someone, sends heated blood into and attacks into the body, but Joseph defeats him by using his trick. He gets one of the antidotes. It is a fleeting sense of triumph, but in fact Essie with only his brain and his blood vessel is alive, even though Essie takes over the body of Suzy Q, who is the servant to rob the redstone of iron, which Lisa has. Joseph and Caesar succeed in defeating him without killing her by the strange logic that is the combination of their plus and minus ripples. A fight with cars. They defeat Essie, but the redstone of iron has been mailed to cars in Switzerland. When Joseph's group chases, it has been retrieved by the Nazi. Stroheim, who was thought of being dead in the fight with Santana, has become recovered as a cyborg there. Cars tries to rob the redstone of iron, but they barely protect it. To Switzerland. Uncovering the information that the Pillar Men are hiding in Switzerland, Joseph's group goes to their hiding place. Caesar has a disagreement with Joseph if they go inside the place, but he gets excited and storms by himself. Caesar versus Wamu. Wamu has been waiting when Caesar goes inside the hiding place by himself. He can act outside even at noon, using wind mode. Caesar gets Wamu cornered, using developed power of his Ripple on Bubbles, but he is caught off guard and countered. Caesar is on the brink of death, but he robs Wamu of the antidote, putting forth his final effort. When Joseph and Lisa go into the rundown mansion caused by the tough battle, Caesar is not there, but the bubble made of his rod, the bandana and the peers of the antidote are hovering. This is the saddest scene in the second story, Farewell with Caesar. Joseph versus Wamu. After that, Joseph fights Wamu, and Lisa fights cars. Wamu and Joseph fight by using tanks. Joseph has a hard time with fighting, but he uses his wit using the bandana to defeat Wamu at last. On the other hand, in the battle between cars and Lisa, she has been of advantage, but she is defeated by underhand means. It reveals there that Lisa has been Joseph's mother. After that, Joseph fights Cars and he wins. However, Cars has already robbed Lisa of the redstone of iron and used it, so he has become Ultimate Life. The birth of Ultimate Life, Cars. Cars, who has become Ultimate Life by the Stone Mask, with the power of the redstone of iron, has known his weakness, getting rid of the sun and Ripple. No one has any chance against him. Joseph pushes Cars into volcano crater with the plane, which does not have an effect on Cars. Even though Cars can use his Ripple becoming Ultimate Life, he tries to bother giving the finishing blow with the Ripple. However, the Ripple amplifies due to the redstone of iron, which Joseph has the volcano erupts by transferring in the ground. Cars is launched into the cosmic space by the eruption, cannot back to the Earth, and he ends up moving into the cosmic space forever. Epilogue. The funeral rites are held for Joseph. Joseph has been thought of being dead, getting involved into the eruption with Cars. However, when everyone is lost in grief, Joseph, who must be dead, and Suzy Q appear. Joseph has been alive, only losing his left arm. And he has married Suzy Q. Joseph lives the longest among the successive JoJo, and he lived happily with Suzy Q for a while. As explained above, this is the summary of JoJo's second story. Joseph has an opposite personality to Jonathan's in the first story, and the highlight is the scenes that he fights by using tricky ways. Joseph appears in the third, fourth story later, so you cannot miss his good showing in each story. That's all for this time. Bye bye!